Hi friends, welcome to my channel. It's me, Organzanne. In this video, we are going to show you our home renovation photos. We purchased our home in late 2018 and we worked on the renovations in 2019 and 20. And we changed everything out from doors, windows, flooring, trim board, paint, just so much more, and most of it by ourselves. It was a huge undertaking, but we just loved the property so much, and it was just so worth it. And yeah, I hope you enjoy watching some of this footage. Let's get started. So the first thing we'll start with is the kitchen, and as you can see, this lovely early 1980s kitchen just needed to be renovated so badly. And so everything from the linoleum flooring to the cabinets, the backsplash, just everything about it was out of date. So this was one of my number one things on my list that I wanted to get fixed. So yeah, we not only gutted the entire kitchen, we also raised the ceiling. You can see some of the wiring there after Jim had it raised. Raising the ceiling gave it a bigger feel to the room, and also it just made it look more modern. So this is the backsplash we picked out from Home Depot, and also this countertop. This is a quartz countertop, and I love all the colors in it. So then the cabinets arrived, and we did have some help putting them together and having them installed. And this is the hardware we chose. I like the dark colors. I like the contrast of it. And then Jim got to work putting up all the trim board around the windows and around the floorboards and things like that. And this is how it turned out. Of course, I love it. I love the island. We also chose a taupe paint that we used throughout the whole house. We got all new appliances, of course. And then the flooring. It's a pergo flooring called Java Scraped Oak, and we used it throughout the whole house. So this is the next room. This is what they used as a dining room. As you could tell by the chandelier, we decided to make this our family room. It's connected to the kitchen. First thing we need to do is get rid of this lovely foil wallpaper. And I had to use a steamer and peel every little bit of that off. Then we needed to apply a coating of this red guard before we applied the stone tile. And this stone tile, we just love this. We saw it in a model home and we really wanted it in our new house. And then here's the windows we had to have replaced. And then Jim got to work putting up the ceiling fan. And here is the final look. We loved how it turned out. He also added the can lighting in the ceiling and the same paint throughout the whole house. And then we also added some new entryways to that family room and the kitchen. It gives some privacy, and it's a bit of a noise barrier that we appreciate having. So here's the front living room. And so it has a double-sided fireplace that we wanted to paint. We wanted to take all those curtains down, replace the carpet, and new paint, new trim, all that. I think replacing the windows was one of the hardest jobs for us to do. We just worked together. I think we replaced 16 windows, not counting the sliding doors. Here it was before, all gutted out without the paint and the carpet or the trim board. And then here it is after. And then we got some new furniture, and I love how it turned out. And here is the room on the other side of that two-sided fireplace. I'm not sure exactly what they used it for, but we're going to make this our dining room. Here's the 1980s front entry tile, which I had fun taking out. And you can see from this photo there was a entryway to the kitchen that we closed off. So we painted the fireplace white. We added a mantle that we got off of Amazon, that one that I really liked, and added paint and trim board, and before we knew it, it was beautiful. This little room is a mud room that is off the kitchen. We kept the cabinets and just painted them white and added new knobs, and then replaced the countertop. And then there's a little bathroom as you go in there. That little bathroom had to be completely gutted out because the flooring underneath was just so rotted, and that toilet was literally ready to fall through the floor down to the basement. So Jim put in new floorboards and just, got a new toilet. Everything's brand new in there, and it's great now. So this is a 3-bedroom house, and here's, just basic bedroom. Although one of the rooms has the crawl space in the closet, so it had to be, we had to have all rock in there so Jim could repair something under the house. But in the end, new carpet, new paint, new floors. It turned out lovely, and I have 2 guest rooms that, turned out great. And here we have the guest bathroom. We had to, of course, do everything the same. New flooring, new, paint, new shower, countertop. This is the tile we used for the flooring, the countertops, and also the shower walls. And then we had to apply that same red guard before applying the stone. And this is how it turned out. We had some big, heavy glass doors put on the showers as well. Oh boy, here's the master bedroom. It also had that foil wallpaper that took me forever to get down. This is the other side of the room. It also had some really heavy drapes that we had taken down. We also wanted to put stone on the walls, so we had to use that same red guard. And here's how the stone turned out. We did more of a gray and dark charcoal color in this room. So there's that other side of the room before and after. This color is called crushed ice. And then this is the master bathroom. All that blue tile and old, oak. Ripped everything out, gutted the whole thing. And then we added this shower. And we got more of a darker vanity in this one, and did the heavy glass shower doors as well. It turned out really pretty. This is just the hallway area, and just we had to replace all the windows, like I said. So that was, like I said, it was the hardest part, I think, of all the projects, was those darn heavy windows. But then again, doing the yard work and taking out all the landscaping and putting everything in the dumpster, in July, I don't know, maybe that actually was harder than putting in the windows. Ugh, it was so much work. And Jim loves this photo of him sitting with his feet up and watching me work. So something Jim really feels strongly about is not having a lot of overgrown foliage in the front of the house. Something, like things that obstruct the view of the house. He likes to weed it all out and take down the bushes and trim down trees. And so that was a lot of work. We worked long and hard on trying to thin all of that out. We also wanted to work on the entryway path, the pathway to the front door. So we decided to leave the slabs where they were, and then we just added some gravel to the sides, and it just gave it more of a finished look. So all these flowers and foliage here, it's we were relocating a bunch of this from the backyard, didn't know where to put it. We relocated it to the front yard here, and they're just thriving. We have the hostas and rose bushes and azaleas, and yeah, this was a great thing. It's like we got it all for free, you know, because it was just from the backyard. So it worked out really great. The driveway was in need of repair, so we hired a company to come in and rip all that out, put in a new driveway, and it turned out beautiful. And then Jim painted the house. We painted it a taupe color, and then all the trim white, and then we painted the front door black, and this is how it turned out. So here is the backyard, and if you see that our realtor on the right there, she was walking around this property with us and just kind of shaking her head and saying, "Are you guys sure? Are you guys sure? I mean, it's going to be so much work." But Jim and I looked at it as a thing of beauty. We loved everything about it. We just we had the vision of what it could be, you know. Even though there were snakes and frogs and other little critters around there, we still were able to envision something beautiful because we had already fixed up one house before, and so we knew that it could be done. So anyways, the first thing we did is we got to work on the swimming pool. And as you can see from these photos, it was a mess. I mean, it took us a long time. We had to, after draining all that water, we had to pull out the liner and then scrape out all the muck from the bottom. There's a couple of frogs there that we had to pull out. And there's Jim with one of them because he's a nut. But anyways, yeah, so we had to repair some of the walls before the liner went in, and we did hire a guy to help us do that. And before it went long, we had a beautiful swimming pool. And, you know, who would have thought? Who would have thought it could be so beautiful? And the thing is, we really appreciated it because we saw, you know, what it had once been. So, yeah, and we have been enjoying it so much. Our whole family has been enjoying it, so it's really been fun. Now the gazebo was in good shape. It was there wasn't a lot to repair on that. Jim just he just added some new gutters, and so it was in good shape. So we were happy about that. So one thing that was not in very good shape was our patio floor. So we called a company in, and they ripped out what was there. It was hurt your feet to walk on, and they poured in some new concrete and gave us a really nice new patio floor. Eventually, we will want to replace all that concrete around the swimming pool as well. So these are some really pretty overgrown Japanese maples that were in a bad place. They were kind of obscuring our view to the swimming pool from the family room, and we couldn't have that. So unfortunately, we had to take those out. And what we did was we made a pretty little area there with some azaleas, and then we built a little fountain out of retaining wall blocks, and it turned out really pretty. Last but not least, we did have some big trees at the back that we had to trim down, some fruit trees, and we did add some laurels so we can have some privacy bushes eventually when they grow. But yeah, that's pretty much what we did here on our property. We have been using it like crazy to entertain, and that's what we both really wanted. We've had weddings and parties and showers and all kinds of events, and that's basically, that's what makes us happy, is to be around family and friends and entertain. So this house ended up being perfect for us, and I think we'll be here for a long, long time. So thanks for watching, friends, and I hope you enjoyed our before and afters and the progression of our renovation. And I hope you will subscribe if you want to watch more of our videos. I do not only house renovations and home repairs and things like that, but also crafts and travel and fun things like that. So thanks for watching, and I hope you will consider subscribing if you haven't already done so. And until next time, bye for now, friends.